Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a newbie book tag. First I wanted to say I'm so sorry this video is late. I have been really sick, so I'm about halfway through my vacation week and I've got no reading done and none of the fun things that I had planned to do I got to do because I was just so sick. But without further ado, we'll just get into the book tag. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel to make friends. I really don't have a lot of friends. In real life, I make friends pretty easily, but I'm 29. A lot of my friends are older, have kids, families. I am married, but like I said, I don't have a lot of friends to hang out with. The friends that I do have are not readers at all. I live in a really small town in Ohio, so hobbies here are hunting and fishing, not reading books. So I really wanted people to talk to about the books I'm reading. I get really excited when I'm into a story, and I just really wanted to have others to talk to about that. So the second question is, what are some unique things that you can bring to BookTube? I think that I can bring uniqueness by the fact that I don't read a lot of the same. I mean, I do read a lot of the same, but some of my favorite books are really off the grid for what the BookTube crowd is into. So I think I can, offer some variety with some of the things that I like to read. The third question is, what are you most excited about for starting this channel? I'm most excited to make friends. I'm really hoping to make some friends. I just need some bookish friends. That's all I want in life, some bookish friends. My husband pretends that he's a reader, but he's totally not. And we don't read the same thing, so I really just want some bookish friends. I do have one good friend at work that does read, and we geek out all the time together, but she reads really different stuff than I do. But I love having her as a friend. We geek out all the time, but I just want some more bookish friends. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it really just takes you to another world. Now, I know that's kind of a cliche answer, but it's true for me. It really just, you get lost and you're just transported into a new world. It really takes you places that TV just can't take you. I tend to get really distracted by TV. I'll just sit there and play on my phone, or I'll stuff my face. When I'm reading, I am engulfed in the story, so that's why I love to read. So the fifth question is, what book or series got you into reading? Now, I've kind of had up and downs in reading throughout my life. My parents were both big readers, though. My mom is actually a librarian at a local college, Kenyon College, which, if you guys didn't know, which I'm sure a lot of people probably do know, Ransom Riggs and John Green both went to college there. So I thought about doing a little one thing in my vlogging camera. I planned on getting one this week, but I've been so sick. I'm finally feeling better. I had to go to the doctor today and get a shot and all that good stuff, but I'm finally feeling better. But I did think about doing a little vlog around Kenyon, so I thought that would be kind of neat. Like I said, my parents were both big readers. My mom worked at Kenyon College in the library, and my dad just reads for fun all the time. But some of the books in series that got me into reading, which the first is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, my dad would probably laugh so hard if he saw this video because I read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory like 20,000 times when I was a kid. If we ever had like a reading assignment where we could pick the book that we wanted to read, that was the book I picked. And I was gathering up all my books to show in this video, and I just realized I don't have a copy of it. Like, what the heck? So I guess I'll be getting on 8 books after this. Another book that got me into reading, obviously this is going to be an answer for everybody, the Harry Potter series. It actually did take me a little while to get into the Harry Potter series, but once I got into it, oh my goodness, did I ever fall in love. I think I read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and this when I was probably like 10 or 12. I just was totally engulfed with this story. I could not get enough of it. I was got all the other books as soon as they first came out. I would be the person there at the midnight premieres. This book and just these movies just mean so much to me in my childhood. Um, oh, actually, I just saw my Kirsten doll back there, which reminds me of another series that got me into reading. Please excuse me, I'm wearing pajama pants as my bottoms, but that's okay. Um, the American Girl series. I cannot believe I didn't even think about this. But the American Girl doll series, I don't know what happened to all my books, but I loved these as a kid. This is my Kirsten doll. She's the only doll that I have that's still in mint condition because I used to play with these with my best friend all the time. But this series really did get me interested in not only reading but history as well, which is something my husband and I share together as a love of history. The next series that got me into reading was the Twilight series. I was definitely a Twihard. Even though now I have a lot of problems with this book and kind of the relationship that Bella and Edward have, I don't think it's the most healthy to be portraying to the teenage population, but this really did get me into reading. And then my favorite book of all time, which is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, and kind of goes back to the fact that I have different interests than a lot of people on BookTube, would be The Last Unicorn. I absolutely adore this story. It is so magical, so whimsical. You really get lost in it. I love unicorns. When I was a little kid, my whole bedroom was decorated in unicorns. So this story really meant a lot for me. I am on a mission to collect every edition that has ever been made. Yes, even the first edition that's like freaking $500 on 8 books. But I swear I'm going to get them all one day. So maybe I'll do a little haul sometime of all of my collections of these. So the next question is, what would you ask your favorite booktuber? So my favorite booktuber right now, definitely Haley and Bookly. And I would just ask her, oh my gosh, what would I ask her? I'd ask her all kinds of things. I would probably ask her how she does editing, because I think that's going to be the biggest struggle for me. And I would just ask her how she has so much time to read. Like, come on, girl, how do you do that all? But I love Haley and Bookleon. I really love Reagan over at Peruse Project. I really love Hannah over at Clockwork Reads. There's just so many big booktubers that I look up to right now, but Haley, she's my girl. So question number 7 is, what challenges do you think that you'll have starting this booktube channel? Kind of like I said before, definitely editing. I almost did not create a booktube channel because I think that I'm going to have so much problems with that. I am not tech savvy whatsoever, but I just decided I'll give it a go. I'll learn, I'll get better. I'm brand new to this, so just hang in there with me, guys. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? I can't really pinpoint a certain time or a certain book that got me into reading, but probably like 10-ish. I've gone through my ups and downs throughout childhood. Definitely in high school, I was one of those that is, oh, reading's not cool. I was picked on a lot in high school, so like a lot. So I didn't focus on things that were important. I just tried to focus on being friends with people, trying to be accepted. But definitely when I was like 10 is when I started reading. Just now in the past year, I've started reading a lot and really have found myself a lot too. And just kind of growing into the person that I want to be. I know I'm 29, but sometimes it takes some time. Question number 8 is, where do you read? I'll read wherever. I'll read around the house. I like to read in bed, even though sometimes I'll fall asleep. I'll read on my couch or in my chair in my living room if my husband's not watching TV and blaring the TV super loud. I'll read it on my porch sometimes. I always take a book everywhere I go with me, so I go to a doctor's appointment or any kind of an appointment for something else, I'll pull up my book and read. The hair salon, I'll read anywhere. And then number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? Probably fantasy. High fantasy is my number one kind of genre that I like to read. I have branched off here and there, and I'd like to branch off a little more, but probably high fantasy. And I really like historical nonfiction. So I love reading about presidents, first ladies. I've read, well, I haven't read all of it, but I've read like Gods and Generals, so things about different battles and stuff like that, different wars. My husband, like I've said 1,000 times, is a huge history freak, and that's something that we really share together. He's way bigger than I am, but I enjoy that stuff too. So I love reading historical nonfiction as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm trying to get a little bit more regular, get into a good routine. That's something I'd ask Haley too. How do you get into a good routine? But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, just want to chat, tell me down below. Have a great day, guys.